Hey, Miss Tiffany. I thought I would go over the scores this way and see if it made a little bit more sense because there's a lot of letters in Dibbles. Dibbles itself stands for Dynamic Indicator of Basic Early Learning, I think. So, our main focus. There's a lot of different little tests in Dibbles. Our main focus is ORF, and NWF nonsense words. So ORF stands for oral reading fluency. So that's when I give her a passage and she just reads until the timer goes off. Her passage in when she came for her benchmark testing in August, she scored 22, but this last Friday 42. So that was a good improvement. But you can see that her goal, and this is why she's in red, by December she should be at 78. And so, because she's not very close to that goal, that's why she's listed as well below or in the red. Even though this time she did do better, I would say that's possibly still in the red, maybe in the yellow. But that's how many words she called in a minute. So she said 42 words in that minute. Of those 42 words, 84% were correct. She should be at 96% correct. So she's pretty close there, pretty close there. But she's not missing a ton of the words that she said. She's just not saying enough words in that 1 minute. So her fluency needs to be increased. She needs to be able to read faster, but she's having to think about the words a little bit too much, which explains this score. So this is word reading fluency. It's just the sheet of words. It looks like a bunch of sight words. She was 16 in August, 12 last Friday. The goal for December is 36. So I think this score right here tells us that we really need to focus on those sight words, those fry words. And so start looking at those lists that are on the resource page in Bloom Academy. If she's mastered all those kindergarten words, then look at the first grade and just start finding words that she doesn't know. You can print those out, or I can print them for you. You can circle the ones she doesn't know and just work on, 5 or 10 at a time. But I think getting her sight word knowledge a little stronger, the more words like that she can call instantly without thinking about it, is going to make this number go up. Let's see. No, it has both. So this is nonsense word fluency called letter sounds. So that's how many letter sounds she gets correctly. And I'll show you a nonsense word page in a second. She was 36 in August, 42 last Friday. The goal for Christmas is 68. Also, from the nonsense word test, we get a WRC score, which is words read correctly. So she got 8 in August, 14 last Friday. The goal for Christmas is 20. So not too far off on nonsense words. So let's talk about that really quick. So this is when I give her the nonsense word test, this is a sheet similar to what I would show her, and she has a minute to say as many of these words as she can. To have a better score, she really should, especially the CVC words, just these 3 letter words, she should read like this: lom, neg, rep, ped, hon, dut, rem, rab, tet, lut. That's our goal for her to be that fluent. If she has to do this out loud, lam. I can give her a point if she gets each letter sound correct, but I can't give her a point that she read the word because she had to sound it out first. So I tell them to try to sound it out silently in their head, or try to do the chunks, like in their head, and then say lom, neg, rep, and then eventually get to the point where they don't even have to do that. So these are those little chunks you see in words. It just helps her to decode words quicker. And when you decode words quicker in a story, you don't affect your comprehension. You and I know that when we have to stop every few words and figure out something, by the time we're done, we don't even remember what we've read. I have to go back a lot, and I'm like, okay, what did that say? So the purpose of this is to help improve her fluency when she reads. So she needs to be able to get to the point where she can just read these small little word chunks quickly. And so she can get 4 possible points. So 1 point for every letter sound that's correct, and then a point if she just said the word. So remember, if she sounded it out now, that's fine. She's just got to do it quicker. Lom, neg, rep, ped, han, until she's eventually able just to read them without sounding them out. So that's nonsense words. So here's our goals for second grade. It won't let me move that page. There we go. I put stars by the ones that we just talked about. That's our main focus. Nonsense words are here. ORF scores are here. The beginning of school, this is how they get that green, yellow, and red on this report that you get. This is how they get that score. So that's why she was in the red, because her scores were between 0 and 40 on nonsense words, or 0 and 9 on words called, and between 0 and 28 in ORF. So here are the middle, MOY, middle of year, ELY, end of year. So I'm going to post this on Bloom Academy so that you guys can see what the goals are. I'm also going to practice. I'm going to post this page so the kids can practice. So if you want her to practice, just remember that every test she gets a new sheet. So she gets really fast at this one just because she's seen it over and over. That is good practice, but she's going to see a brand new set. So I'll try to change this every so often so she can see a new set of words, or you can just make them up if you want. But I hope that makes some good sense. I sent you her scores in an email. And if you have any more questions, just let me know.